Welcome everybody to another episode, episode 11 of the Metal Family Experience.
Surprised you can count that high.
I am the legend, damn it, Dave.
The gatekeeper.
The gatekeeper now.
The gatekeeper, damn it, Dave.
And to my left
is the keymaster, what the fuck, Chuck.
Yeah. I'll explain the
No, we don't have to. We don't got to explain nothing. We're here today with the guys from Terror from Grace.
Nice. Sweet.
Hell yeah.
Thank you. Seriously, thank you guys.
No, it's our pleasure.
Definitely.
So, let's go around, introduce yourself. Tell us what you do with the band. We want to know everything. We might go Dr. Phil on you.
You want to go first?
Maybe.
Let me go first. Okay. Well, I am Eric E. Smith. Some know me. I'm the singer and guitar player, and I've been doing it for a while. And yeah, I'll leave it up to you.
My name's Brandon Kegley. I'm the drummer for Terror from Grace. You know, I shred it up behind the kit. It's my thing.
Hell yeah.
I'm Matt. I'm the bass player and sometimes vocals.
Yes.
Sometimes.
Yes.
Every now and
Sometimes
then.
when he lets me.
Yeah. No, he's definitely loud for sure.
So so tell us about yourself. Like, how did the band became what it is?
So, Brandon and Matt and Brandon had been in a band a long time ago. They were called First to Fall way back in the day. And then I was in a band called Waiting for Never, and we did really well around the Erie scene from like 2004 to 2011. And Brandon had drummed for us. We had a couple drummers leave, and then he came in and filled in for us. So when Waiting for Never finally, called it quits, him and I decided we wanted to try something new. I had been playing guitar and singing a lot, and so me and him were writing a bunch of songs. And at the time, he was living with Matt, and he's yeah. I mean, so it was like a package deal. But we decided we wanted to start something new, something a little bit different from what Waiting for Never was. We changed the tunings, decided to go down a little bit lower because Waiting for Never really drop C and we drop A, so we're trying to change things that way. It didn't sound the same. And then so we formed and started playing. I think we formed in 2014 was when we first came up with the band name, and then our first show, it was the end of 2014, was at Sherlock's, and then we've kind of went from there. Been a pretty wild 10 years. We've had a couple member changes, but the original three is now back together.
I think you guys played for like a year before I came, though.
What? Oh, this time or before? Oh, when originally. We were just writing songs in his bedroom.
Right.
Yeah. Just nonstop. I think we had 15 or 18 songs written at that point.
Yeah, some of them were I swear, 10 minutes long.
Yeah.
Grateful Dead style.
Yeah, they were long.
Wait, man, I need to get my shrooms first before I listen to that one.
Yeah. Usually when you go into the studio, that's when you trim songs down, but for some reason we were wanting to do some crazy clean stuff, and then we just were going crazy with it. At that point I had just gotten a 7-string, and then I had gotten an 8-string, and so that was just a lot more strings to use. And so it opened your mind to all the possibilities of things, and then you just started. I mean, honestly, when I got my first 7-string, it made guitar playing fun again, because there's just so many more things that you could do, and really you're only getting 5 more notes, but there's just so many the chord changes and everything you can do, and then of course it sounds different, but you can still do the same things anyway. So I mean, the songwriting just went through the roof, and we just wrote, and we didn't have a bass player at the time because bass players are hard to find.
Yeah, how many times do we hear that?
Yes,
a lot.
Yeah, we hear that a lot. I'm
you can find guitar players, you can find some singers, but drummers and bass players are.
If it wasn't for the fact I was 53, I probably would pick up learning how to play the bass.
Yeah, dude.
I'm 53 years old.
Never too old, Dave.
Never too old, man.
Damn.
It's been in my mind for the past month. I'm like, I want to be like that.
Do it.
I'll teach you. Matt will teach you.
There you go.
Yeah.
See, problem solved.
There you go, man.
Maybe.
Problem solved.
Maybe.
Come on.
Yeah.
You can do it.
Maybe I might need a wheelchair to walk. I'll play from a wheelchair.
Yeah, sure.
With my walker.
Nope.
Get off my lawn, motherfucker.
Get off my lawn. I can see
That's
already.
pretty fucking cool. Man, you guys got a lot of songs, man.
Yeah, so I mean, we did.
You got a lot of homework you can go back and
And that's kind of what happened when we had our 10-year anniversary just recently, and we got Matt and Brandon back. When we played, we had a lot of old songs that we were playing currently. We hadn't been playing at all because they were just the older ones, and we wrote a bunch of new ones. So we had to go back to like the original songs that we wrote, which were Rise and Conceive and I Believe. And Brandon and I just went to the studio and we recorded one of those songs because it was our 10-year anniversary, and I think it was one of our first ones that we wrote. Rise was the first one. Then I think I Believe was second. And so we just recorded that one. That's the latest release we just put out.
Where do you guys record at?
At Brian Glosky's at BFE Studios.
Okay.
And it's in Edinburgh out there. He's a heck of a guy, man. He's something else. It's just a double wide that he has just completely gutted out and put a big studio in.
Nice.
And this is a dude that honestly, he is such a good guy. I mean, farmer, works in the tool shop, and just loves music, man. And he honestly, I can't tell you how many times that we try to give him money, and he tries to, dude, like, thank you so much. He's like, listen, man, don't worry about anything.
It's a hobby.
He loves it.
It's a hobby for him.
He absolutely loves it. Like he has a big ass board, and he sits back. I mean, and he's had a ton of bands in there. And prior to that, we were recording with Trevor Huster, and he was from Diecaster Studios back in the day, and that's who we worked with. But he lives in Colorado now. So the problem was we always had him master the songs. We were trying to find somebody who could record us. And Trevor was how we heard of Brian, because they did a couple songs together with a couple Erie people, and they would go over to Brian guy's house because Brian didn't let too many people in there because he was worried. He didn't think he was good enough to have bands in, so he just wanted personal people in there. And here, he's like a scientist about it. You know what I mean? Old school though, he loves the old school stuff. There's a lot of people now that can just record in your basement.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. I mean, you can get plugins and all that stuff. Is now so popular.
I'm telling you, the old school shit is the fucking way to go.
I'm that way too, man. I love pushing air and I love the tubes and because that's where it came from. And really, with some of these plugins, somebody's doing that in a studio. You're just getting what they recorded. Now, granted, it works and it takes a lot of the time away from it. You can get it right now. But there's something about the science of putting a microphone in front of the speaker and having the air and knowing that one little content here can make or break the recording or make it sound different.
It's so much different when a human connection compared to
it really is.
AI.
AI did.
AI is going to be nice, but not when it comes to the music industry. It's not. Right. It's not going to be the same. They're going to produce
John Connor's
some
frowning
great
at you
music,
for saying that,
but it's not going to be the same. Yeah, it's going to start with the ATMs. They're the ones come out and start.
All right. Don't be getting into conspiracy shit.
Oh, I can get into conspiracy.
No.
We can talk about JFK.
No.
You want to talk about JFK?
No.
Okay.
I'm going to cut off your supply,
Dave. No fun. No fun.
Hey, we're in your home, man. You guys talk what you want. We'll just sit back and chill with you.
I still say
a whole hour of us arguing.
Yeah. Well, we talk about stupid shit. I mean, for hours. We would sit for hours just talking just stupid shit. Like who can win a fight? A polar bear or like a grizzly bear. Obviously a polar bear because that's fucking bigger. But
I don't know what you're coming up with, Dave.
Yeah, well, that'd be a weird fight.
I don't remember talking about that ever.
Yeah, when we left it.
I was probably drunk.
No, not you.
No, ever.
Yeah, that's how the podcast came. I'm the only one that remember talking about the podcast.
Okay, we're still gonna do this. What?
He was pretty well lit. So yeah, he does remember.
We're doing what again? Oh,
sounds like
okay.
a good time.
Well, it's a good time, you guys. I mean, it worked.
Yeah,
it's
definitely working.
And this is where you find us at all the time, and then. So much time to start taking that out and see if he can flip me over again.
Yeah. I'm supposed to tell anybody.
Oh, whatever. So, what do you guys have any gigs coming up?
Yeah. First show back to the original 3 will be Hootenanny.
Nice.
June 28th, 27th, 28th.
Yeah.
Yep. It is. So I don't know what day we're playing yet. Obviously, it goes off of ticket sales and all that stuff. And if anybody needs tickets, we have them. We still have a few. So please hit us up. We're running a deal with it.
I think we need tickets.
Yeah, we're gonna need tickets.
Hey, we got them, man. Let us know.
Yeah, we're gonna need tickets. Yeah, because we're gonna be. We've already planned on doing one of our live shows on Friday night.
Yeah, right on. Well, hey, awesome. I got you covered, bro. I got you.
So we got like 8. We're gonna go there. we're gonna be there, Friday, Saturday, but Friday. And then we're gonna maybe do some.
Some interviews, short stuff like that.
That'd be awesome, man. I'm telling you, that'd be killer because you have all those bands that are already there. I mean, it's you're hitting 5 birds with one stone almost. You know what I mean? Or more than 5.
20.
You know what I mean? Think to 20, yeah.
30.
But yeah, honestly, seriously, don't worry about it. I got 2 tickets, so don't worry about it. I got you guys.
Nice.
You know what I mean? We'll give them to you.
Yeah.
We're gonna need. We got the wife.
Well, hey, seriously, we have enough tickets. So if you guys don't worry about it,
we got tickets.
Yeah.
She's back there like, what am I, chopped liver?
I think Friday, like maybe 7 to 8 or 8 to 9, and then go live, from Facebook off and on during the night, and then maybe doing something on Saturday.
Maybe I'll have a new phone by then.
Yeah.
What's cool is this is at a different place. I haven't played there. It's at the Wadsburg Fairgrounds.
Yeah.
So I have never played there. So it's going to be a new thing.
That's where they used to do 814 Fest.
Oh, right on. Yep. Okay.
Yeah.
So I've never played that one either. Too. That one. I mean, I've been there, but so it's going to be cool to see where they set up. I'm assuming they're probably going to set up the way that they did last year at that same stage, and they'll probably have Copeland doing sound, which is he's the best around.
Oh my God, yes.
So yeah, it's gonna be killer regardless.
I've lost levels of hearing because of him.
Oh yeah.
Got your phone on you?
No. It's over there.
Man. Hey, let me see his phone. Can you put Facebook on? Because, of course, mine's using it right there. I was going to see who else was all playing and all that.
Okay. It's on the smoky cooler right there. Grab the old one, not the new one. Yeah, they got their Facebook right there.
Yeah, I got you.
Okay.
See, Dave, they're on top of shit.
Okay.
Not you, not me. Yeah, I didn't need both.
I don't know which one's the old
got you.
one.
The one that looks older.
Yeah, because I got to be able.
Do you want me to list the name of the bands off?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get right ahead.
So we got Joe Nameless, Scars of Agony,
Killer.
Anam Cara.
Yeah,
Anam Cara.
I saw them at, shit, it was Mosh Patats.
Yep,
they're actually at a 3-pan piece from Meadville. They're actually not bad.
You know what? Somebody was telling me about that. Yeah,
they're not too bad.
Someone was telling me actually.
They got a good voice to it, and they're a good band.
Well, we're a 3-piece from Meadville, so what the heck? We got to hook up with these guys.
Honestly, jamming the music, it doesn't sound like it's like, wow, there's only 3 of them.
Oh yeah,
it's like sweet.
So we got those, then we got Bomb Mongrels, Autotrocity, Massive Denial, Dead Rapper Society, the Dreadnecks, Gasfoot, ours truly, Terror from Grace, Requiem for Oblivion, Storms Within, Grim Grin, Scumbag, Souls Collapse,
Yeah, good.
Cheap Thrill, Mala Sangre.
Good.
From the Fallout, Beyond Silence, Gelatin Skeleton, and the Hollow Society, and Misothrampic Tendencies.
Yeah, that's gonna be a killer weekend.
A killer lineup.
Oh, dude, there's a lot of good bands, man.
Yeah.
There's a lot of good bands.
And the thing too is that a lot of bands.
Thanks for doing that because I
Absolutely,
wouldn't have
brother.
to fucking.
Yeah, it's teamwork.
He didn't have to slap
I'll
me
have
into
it on
doing it.
the laptop, so I can just pull up the laptop. Facebook is there. I'm like, yeah.
You did that the one day.
I know. Man, that means I got to open that.
Yeah,
We're growing together, man. We're laying the dirt. The roots are in. We're just a little bit of water. We're sprouting, bro.
Yeah, Gatorade. Has
Gatorade.
electrolytes.
Yep.
Got a water.
Brando.
It's got what Rondo. It's got what plants crave. It's got what plants crave. It's got electrolytes.
I can't wait to see what that's like there at the fairgrounds.
Yeah.
I'm
You haven't been. I was at 2 of the 814 Fest.
Yeah, that was before I
for a
moved
little
down here.
while.
I told them I thought it'd be cool if they did it at the Crawford County Fair. That'd be awesome if they had the big stage and if we could do it there. That would be awesome to do it there.
That'd be insane.
I don't know what the cost of that would be. It'd probably be too expensive to do that. But I mean, I know they do other stuff there. They run it out for stuff. So I mean, but that would be killer to have a metal show there.
What's fucking weird is like the scene in Erie is so fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Because when we were talking to Dread, I'm like, cause he's from Philly. I'm like, hey, so what's it like out there? He's like, there's really nothing there. Yeah, because he says what they're like fighting against each other, compete or whatever.
Yeah.
So there's only like
nobody would work together.
Yeah, no, it's like there's too many. Like there's not enough places, and Pittsburgh hasn't. I'm like, are you serious? I'm like, fucking Erie's the hub.
Well,
but there's a lot of good talent here.
Buffalo too, and then I gathered too another thing from like just around this area, Ohio. Always had a lot. Cleveland area always had a lot. Now I don't know.
Peabody's was there.
When Peabody's was there, and I mean, I remember the bands that were there. I mean, it was always the thing with the Erie bands, and then Ohio, and then we were always doing show swaps back and forth, bringing bands from Buffalo, and that's how you were able to get into it. But then, with Sherlock's closing, and then Peabody's closing, and then there are probably some of the bars in Buffalo are still there, but like it's just crazy because
there's not a lot of venues now.
There's not.
And it's sad too. It's like
not many that are willing to even have.
And not any that really. I mean, there's Basic Transmissions that has a really good PA system that that you can have anybody can go up there and get mic'd and sound professional. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, there are other places to play that will do it. And then, whenever we did in Meadville, we tried to do that as best as possible with Voodoo. And, we tried to give everybody at least that big system sound. As best as possible. And that was the thing that was awesome about, back when we were doing it was Sherlock's and then State Street Tavern, what then turned into Crooked Eye. I mean, those were two bars that were down the street from one another that had just killer PA systems, and see, no matter what, you had a band playing at Sherlock's, you had one at State Street, and then people would go back and forth. You know what I mean? It was good times back then, man. And now, it's tough. But the thing is, though, when it's small like that, still, it's a little bit more intimate, and people are still showing up for it.
It's funny too because he got me into it out here, and it was only been like 2 years. It's like it was like April. I forget what the day in 2023. We took my youngest to the Sandbar right before it closed, and that performance, what sealed it. And then, but I can see like from every year it's been growing.
And then Massacre.
Because there's more. Because every time I go to like even Rathskellars or even Basement, there's like more people. It might be like maybe 2 or 3. I'm like, well, I haven't never seen their faces. You get to that point,
Still
it's like that's actually kind of cool. That's
And metal's making a big time comeback. I mean, not that it ever went away, but I don't know if it's true that every 20 or 30 years kind of history repeats itself. I don't know if that's true or not. But all I know is that
seems like it though.
I mean, think about it. Bands like Limp Bizkit are coming back and opening for Metallica. You know what I mean? And then but like just the metal in genre, all genres of metal.
It's like
it's making a resurgence.
It's almost like from 1988. To like the early 2000s, that genre
show your age a little more, Dave.
Coming back. Well, that was the first I liked Metallica but it started kicking off in like the mid and early 2000, and it seems like that genre is coming back.
With all the genres of different genres.
That was such a great era.
Oh, dude, yeah, and like now there's so many bands now, and that's the weird thing is that when you had like MTV things like that, you only heard of like the certain ones that were big enough to be put on there. You know what I mean? But now with there being so many, the platform now where there's just an ocean of bands, and it's endless. Dude.
I listen to Liquid Metal on the satellite radio all the time, and they're always throwing new bands out there. It's like, wow, that's pretty awesome.
It's funny too because he'll like introduce me to all these bands and shit. I'm like, I'm from the Midwest. I've never heard of any of this shit, and I go back and research the band. I'm like, man, they've been together since like the late 90s. I'm like, because we didn't have fucking internet in the Midwest. Only thing we had was the fucking radio station. Or go to fucking Same Goody, and when it came out,
messages.
They were selling.
You were sending messenger pigeons still, huh?
Yeah, I know. Fuck off. I mean, I didn't hear about like Trivium.
He's out there like Crocodile Dundee waving the boomerang, making a call.
Since like the fucking 90s.
He's the one who
we just didn't have internet. I had no way to find them.
Back in my day, the only way I found new bands was they would send them like BMG things in the mail, like get 100 CDs for the price of 4. And I was like 12 and I filled it all out.
Oh yeah.
They just sent me a bunch of
I think we all had a bill for that.
And then you put your different name on it, same address.
Right.
Get 10 CDs for a penny.
I don't know how the fuck they made money because I never paid them.
I still owe them money, I'm sure, and I wasn't even legally able to buy them.
I guarantee you.
I don't think they're in business anymore, so they obviously probably didn't do it that well.
I'm like, I had so many fucking cassettes.
Cassettes.
Well, dude, it's weird. It's now making a comeback. Cassettes and records are, they've
vinyl, definitely,
They're putting cassettes in cars now, I heard. They're putting them back in cars.
She still has her collection when she was growing up. I got rid of all of mine.
You guys hear that? They're putting cassette players back in cars.
That's what I had heard. I heard they were putting them back in cars.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
And they're taking that auto shut off feature off.
Good.
Oh, before you come to a stop and it turns off.
The EP. It's just like, I was like, because I'm on X.
I've even said,
everybody was bitching about it, and I'm like going,
we got a Honda and a Toyota. It's like, if them guys aren't doing it.
If it's there, cool. If it's not there, cool. it didn't bother me at all. I'm like, these people were like, I'm like, and when I said that, oh my God, I got fucking tore to pieces. I was like, I'm like, man, what are you guys calling me this name for? I just said I don't really care. It doesn't bother me.
Mm-hmm.
You're fucking driving a golf cart.
If it didn't bother you wouldn't talk about it.
Fuck off.
Well, nothing gives you forget about it, and then you pull up to a red light, and all of a sudden your car stalls, and you're like, shit, my car's fucking broke. And then all of a sudden, it started again. Oh, yeah, the government.
I picked my foot off the brake.
Yeah, the government.
The first time they did that, that's how I feel. But I guess there's a way you could turn it off. I'm like, nah, I'm too lazy.
Yeah, my mom's car.
I think he's trying to push the conspiracy stuff with that last comment there.
I don't know.
No.
He's right. He's absolutely right.
Damn it, Dave will be off the fucking rails over there in the neighbor's yard somewhere.
I would love, love to have a Tesla. Fucking that Model S, I think, or Model X. The one that goes to like 0 to 60 in like 1.2 seconds. I want that motherfucker.
Yeah.
But bad thing is, they can turn that motherfucker off. I'd be driving.
They can drive it back to the plant without you in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that
You didn't pay your bill? We don't got to pay your bill.
I like the self-driving, the electric off-road.
But the other part of it.
Yeah, do you really? I mean, I guess same thing with like the same thing as like OnStar. You know, they could do. I'm sure they could do the same thing.
Yeah, I just
like that shit.
Yeah, I mean, we're getting to that day and age, man.
I know it sounds super critical, but the only time I would ever like that is like if someone stole my car and they could turn it off while they're driving. I'd be alright with that. Better than that.
You think of how good it would be for if you were at the bar too late and you couldn't drive home. You know what I mean?
There you go.
Passenger seat and let your car take you home.
That'd be awesome.
No more DUIs.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
Be no more DUIs.
There's one thing I would look
that's the
forward
only
to.
thing is you can't do that because you got to be behind the wheel.
You gotta be behind the wheel.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But at some point,
You got to put the Tesla robot in the wheel.
Yeah,
right.
And let him do the
You
driving.
know damn well they'll find a way to get you for DUI. Even though I mean, you don't have to have your hands on the wheel anymore. You just have to be eyes open, looking. That's all. It's just the camera's looking, make sure. So you can't be like,
right.
You can't
just
sleep.
take a picture of my face
So,
and put it over top.
You're technically not driving, but you are behind the wheel of a moving vehicle.
Right. That's what I was
not
saying.
fucking driving.
I wish they would make a program for that where you wouldn't have to be in the driver's seat. You could just be in the
I know,
passenger
right?
seat. And, you know what I mean?
I would be in the back seat, fucking taking a nap.
I mean,
You go on those long trips. Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
I know
get the Cybertruck. Just make it have an
some
opening.
cars are doing it because they have them to where the seat can spin all the way around because there's two people sitting here and the two in the front, and you can sit around and talk to one another while the car's driving.
I think that electric Volkswagen will do that.
Oh,
Yes. Yeah. So I mean, it might happen. At some
Oh no, but one thing I do want to do with it is the Easter egg, the fucking cheetah pose that you can make it do like a certain models. You can come to a stoplight and you can put this like an Easter egg, but you can put the whatever in, and it gets into a cheetah pose, like how like right before the cheetah attacks.
Wow.
And then when
What the car does? Mm-hmm. Looks so the ass end pops up.
and the front end dips down.
Let me see if it works.
Really?
Let me see if it works. Tacoma cheetah pose.
Yeah, you know, just fucking.
It's not doing it. It's not
And that's
doing
what's
it.
the best thing about those cars. There's so many Easter eggs. Like that car can dance.
Man.
I mean, there's
Like
so many Easter
Transformers.
eggs. Yeah. Oh, it's fucking what it is.
Takes the fun out of the hydraulic
fucking
meats
Elon's a
then,
goddamn
doesn't it?
alien anyway. I mean, no wonder the shit dances and gets into a fucking animal position. You gotta be a fucking alien to think of stupid
AI.
shit like that.
Yeah.
I mean, that's crazy.
Keep pushing that conspiracy stuff.
But
I hear you.
But that's the only thing.
I hear
is they
you.
can
We're
turn
not
it
getting
off
stuck
anytime.
on that for an hour
They
again.
can turn that shit off anytime. Yeah.
We don't want them to, we don't want to talk about the fact they could probably just let our phones light on fire in our pocket by the push of a button if they wanted to. All of a sudden, everybody.
Yeah.
Screw you.
They definitely could.
I did see a thing that
I
if you
can't
ever
go there. I can't go there.
if you ever get stranded and you have your cell phone on you and you need to start a fire, and if your phone's dead and there's no way you can charge it, take the battery out and puncture it, because the oxygen will hit the lithium and it'll turn it into a torch like right away. So you
Wow.
can,
Sure
you
does.
you can start a fire like right away.
Sound like you've tried that. That was with some authority and confidence, like it sure does. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
I got an old phone in there. We could try it.
Yeah, apparently you poke a hole in it, and like literally within like probably 5-6 seconds.
Hell, in the back of it's half peeled off too. I think.
And it's a big red like torch coming out of the thing.
I'm gonna go ahead and say, do not try this at home, kids.
Oh yeah, no, don't try this at home.
Do not try this unless you're Damn It Dave.
Yeah, don't try this at home.
Oh, I'm safety.
I saw it with Discovery.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Also, apparently, I'm the gatekeeper now.
Yeah. The gatekeeper. Yeah,
I'm the key master.
Key master. Yeah.
Key master.
Key master.
Yeah.
So that was a good.
And we
movie,
keep the
too.
Gozerians at bay in the back there. Because when they get mad, they get me.
So where do you guys get your your music influence from?
Oh man. Well, I'm a '90s kid. Well, '80s, born in the '80s. But when I really started to get into music, was early '90s, late. I mean, I would say Michael Jackson, but then no. But when
who didn't like
Oh,
a
dude,
Michael
I love Michael Jackson
song?
when I was a kid, man. But
Everybody liked at least
when I heard Teen Spirit,
I let him molest me.
Oh yeah,
that changed my world, man.
I would let him molest me.
I heard
Dave,
that.
come on, he's talking serious over here.
Do you know the fucking payday I can get from that fuck? Oh man, I get a good.
He's not
payday.
even around anymore.
I know.
Jesus Christ! What
Would
the
you let?
Damn it, Dave. That's
Would you let his ghost do it to you then?
I would. I would.
for money?
I would take.
Do I get royalties because his ghost
I would take
molested
one
me?
for the team.
Please do. We need new cameras, Dave.
Yeah, millions. Then we could buy some properties, build a little venue that we can hold more. There'll be more festivals. Everybody can use that facilities to hold their festivals at.
Everybody wins.
And there's nobody around to worry about
Everybody. It's
places.
win-win.
The Ghost of Jackson.
See the benefit of me taking one for the team? I have no
Ghost
problem.
of MJ.
No problem.
Win, and Dave's taking
Jackson's
a ghost
ghost.
thumb up the butt.
Don't really give a shit. Yeah, here's a good. Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
I told you, my mind is like a squirrel, dude.
Yeah,
I'll
oh,
go
boy.
off on shit.
Yep.
I've noticed just now.
Are you sure? I don't know. It's hard to tell.
We got there. That was fast too. I mean, it happened now.
It don't take long. We're only 27 minutes in. There's Dave. Squirrel.
Yeah, I go there quite a bit.
Talking all serious about what you
Yeah, I'd fuck
asked.
Michael Jackson.
We went from where did we come from?
We went from musical influences to I'd let Michael Jackson's ghost molest me.
No. What'd you say?
He said.
What'd you say?
He goes. So, what's your guys' musical influence?
Yeah, I'd fuck Michael Jackson.
fuck Michael Jackson.
Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
So I mean,
I think who else?
Nirvana was really how I started though to get back on track where we were.
On track, Dave.
When I heard, sorry, I had tears on that one.
That motherfucker's a different breed. That whole band was a different breed. That was,
Dude. When I heard Teen Spirit, man, that changed my life, man. And then I wanted to play guitar and I wanted to do that whole thing, and
I had the cassette.
worn
out.
I mean, so when that whole time of like '92 on, man, the Alice in Chains and all them. And then when I heard Korn, then it really changed. Everything.
Game changer.
Deftones, totally. But that's what influenced me was going in from Nirvana and Alice in Chains and those things, and then
I hear it all the time. Korn.
Yeah, dude.
And they're so fucking underrated.
Yeah, dude. I
remember first hearing them, I'm like, what the fuck am I listening to?
Yeah, dude. Yeah, when I first heard Twist, that was, like that, dude. Like 45-second song. They started the album with it.
I think first.
You know what I mean?
First one I did was Shoots and Ladders.
Shoots and Ladders. That was the first one
I heard. I'm like,
well, Blind actually. Blind was the first one, and I thought Korn was Rage Against the Machine at first. When I first saw him because of Dreads, I wasn't sure because I remember seeing Rage. And then I saw Blind, and I mixed them up. But then I heard Shoots and Ladders, and I was like, dude, what band is that? And then I got the cassette, and then that changed the world for me. And then I heard Deftones, and then it just went on.
See, I never got into Deftones.
Oh, really?
Never could get into them.
That's your problem.
I know.
Yeah, their
It
first
sounds like a
record
person.
was-
Y'all, why don't you two start a group about it?
But that was me though.
For me, I heard Rob Zombie's Dracula song for the first time.
That's
nice.
They were doing like a lip sync at my school, and some dudes were putting it off, and there was just these crazy light stage effects they were doing. And I was like, what is this? This is awesome. Meanwhile, I'm living with my mom, and she's got me listening to Ricky Martin and stuff when I was little. So I was like, this is great. So then I got the album.
That's not bad either. That's not bad. That's not bad either.
Good.
That's not bad.
Nice
Live
dance
and Live
music.
Deva Loca or something.
Then I switched. Probably I started listening to Mudvayne and then Slipknot, and after that,
Yeah,
and
Slipknot.
the rest is history. After
Yeah,
that.
Slipknot. I wish I would have had the opportunity to go to more concerts because I would have loved and seen Slipknot.
There's still plenty of opportunity.
I know still, but I would have loved to go when I was in my early 20s when I would have gone to the Pit.
Yeah.
Now I'm
Early
looking at the
Slipknot.
Pit going, I don't know if I could survive that
When
shit.
they first came out, I remember there was the rumor that the singer, the Corey, was actually like mentally insane because they would wheel him out in like a straitjacket.
I can see that.
Yeah.
And '99, like when they came out, I remember I saw them in Ozfest, and I remember like
That would have been a good.
everybody was like, "What is this?" Like, I mean, it was so different. And I know Mushroom Head came; they were around first, but they were a different thing than what Slipknot was. Just more chaos, and just I mean, and I remember because I was at that Ozfest when they played in Pittsburgh, and when they came out in those red jumpsuits and
Thank you.
the kegs and everything, and that whole thing.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that was a whole new thing.
I
Man.
saw
That changed
Slipknot
it.
when they
they
came
were
through
trying
Erie
to-
the last time. Yeah, that was an awesome stage show.
Oh, when they play at the Warner.
No, they played at the Civic Center or your insurance arena. Or
Oh
whatever.
yeah. We did the after show for
we
that.
played the after
We
show.
played the after show for that.
Did you?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, Sid came over.
Sid was there?
Sid came over and did a thing. Like we played, we opened up, we played. Then he came over and did a
Yeah,
thing, and then we
I had
went
my
on.
younger nephew at it, so I couldn't take him to the bar. It was originally supposed to be me and the wife go, but then the kids' softball schedule got into it, and it's like, well, one of us.
It must be nice to be able to listen to Slipknot out in public. We weren't allowed to. When Slipknot came out, you had to sneak it to listen to it, man. If your parents listened to you,
Really?
oh
really
shit, yeah.
swirled there.
Like Manson, kind of like for us
Oh,
back
same
in the day.
thing, yeah.
Manson was the same thing.
Same thing with
You weren't
Manson.
allowed.
Did you forget his meds again, Tammy? Damn it all.
Why? It was part of the subject.
Yeah.
Let's gotta let other people finish talking too, Dave.
But yeah, it must have been nice to listen to him because
It
we had to
is.
hide. We had to fucking hide.
That's a personal issue.
I know. It was. They were good though. They were good
Hate
too.
Breed and Slipknot, that was an awesome show.
But never could get into Deftones. What was your music influence?
Probably starting out, I was super young listening to Nirvana's Nevermind album. I had one of the neighbor girls recorded onto, Jamie.
Oh, naturally.
Yeah, recorded onto a cassette so I could listen to it on a little stereo I had.
Nice.
But then it was, after that it was probably Korn's Issues album was what started getting me into the heavier stuff, into Mudvayne stuff.
Yeah. See, new metal, man, it influenced so many people.
Yeah, Limp Bizkit.
Bizkit, yeah. Dude. I mean, dude, the 99,
people.
2000s, like even before that, 97, 98, 99, 2000, that time.
I think it was like the difference, like there wasn't, the whole song wasn't screaming. There was a melodic feel to
And
it.
it mixed a lot of stuff together.
Everything. And when you heard that, it's like, oh shit.
And they
you hear
mixed
them like
it-
just singing, they're like, then all of a sudden they're screaming like motherfucker.
Well, they mixed
Yeah.
other genres together to where it was opening up for other genres. Like they had hip hop influences. I mean, for crying out loud, I remember we had backstage passes for Family Values, and Snoop was there.
Yeah.
And he, you know what I mean? Like, so Korn was bringing like Ice Cube and Snoop.
Well,
and
look
some of them.
at Linkin
With
Park,
metal.
old Linkin Park.
Yeah.
There was a lot of rap theme.
Yeah,
in their
influence in
song
there.
with the-
And that's the
with
thing.
new
And I
metal.
think that's what brought so many music genres together back then. You know what I mean? Because they were infusing. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And nothing was
Everybody
off limits
was.
at that point in time. You know what I mean? Like it worked. You know what I mean? And then it
That was
kind of
good.
crazy. 2010s, and it started getting into the metalcore. Like, and then Killswitch Engage started to get real popular. The metalcore bands started to get popular, and then the hardcore stuff started getting popular.
Yeah.
And then
I got it. I like the metalcore. I like the new metal. I mean, I grew up with the corn and all. I love all that, but I definitely like the metalcore.
Yeah.
I like to have a very short neck and
Yeah, you do.
I want my
You
ears.
do,
to
and that's
fucking
just
ring.
from his second job.
Yeah. Yeah. Don't be a dick. No need. There's no need for that. No need to be. You need to be nice to your elder.
No.
I'm your fucking elder.
Yeah, that's for sure. That's for sure. I only got a little gray.
So great. I want his fucking beer. I like my beer, Lenny, but I'm in love for that length.
Yeah, he's our wizard. He's our hired wizard.
Now it's been
Gotta have one.
been almost 8 years since I've shaved, but man, I would love. Mine just stopped growing at that certain length.
This is like 10 years.
Yes, when we first started playing, it was like right here because I have our first band photo, and your beard was just like right here.
Wow.
It was just baby wizard at that point in time.
Yeah.
And then it came along.
Been stuck at this length for
Every time I let it grow, she makes me shave.
Probably
I've lost like
couple years.
5 inches of this too, just between powered equipment and grills and.
Oh, I know, right? All of a sudden I'll be like, fuck, I burnt my beard. You can smell that burnt hair. Mm-hmm. Yeah, or you know.
Even on my stove, I do just lighten the stove. I get it.
And I notice too, if I have a cigarette in my mouth and I go bend over, I can't do that no more. I got to take it out because.
What, bend over or smoke a cigarette?
No, because it's a cigarette in my mouth.
You are my elder and all, so can you bend over?
Fuck. I can smell it now. Fuck.
And then you know.
Yeah, so I gotta.
I tried to do it for a little bit too. I didn't get. I mean, mine was just. Nothing compared to this. Jeez, I probably shouldn't even bring it up. It really was pointless. But I mean, I did try to do it for a little bit. And I got to about like right here.
That's about, I think, the longest I've let mine go.
About to right there. Yeah. But nothing compared to
well, then
mine's always too bushy and.
Yeah, she's not a big beer person.
And it's amazing how much you catch food and fluids in it. Cereal. Cereal.
Especially when it's hours later. I'm like, fuck, I'm hungry.
It's like, whoa.
Matt's looking at me like you have no idea.
Today.
Yeah, I got the munchies. Man.
Before I used to.
But dude, the women love it, man. I'm sure you know. I'm not saying obviously no. But
to me, it's more men. I get way more men complimenting on my beard than I do women.
Yep.
The one time.
I'll get these old boomers come out.
Oh no! When we were up in Put in Bay,
but they'd be like, "Oh, can I touch it?"
Yeah, it's men.
Oh,
all the time.
All right,
we're up Put in Bay, sitting at a bar. It's
always men.
We got seats right by the sidewalk, and this dude comes up. Hey, love your beard, man. I'm like,
what are you putting at?
Okay.
What kind of shampoo you got in there?
Guys are going after his beard, and the chicks were going after his dog.
It's a purple shampoo just made for silver and blonde hair. That way, it doesn't. It takes that way. It does the tobacco stain.
Okay.
Do you use vitamin oils or anything in yours?
Yeah.
I do oil. Yeah, oil conditioner.
Yeah.
See,
at least 3 to 4 times a week. I use oil.
If you don't, does it like? Do you get like?
It just breaks.
Oh, it just breaks.
Yeah.
Oh. So do you have a lot of it like in the tub and stuff?
No, yeah.
Really? My wife sheds a lot, but I can only imagine if I had a beard too. I guess.
I'm not gonna. Yeah, she's shaking her head. I can't. She has long hair.
Don't you say it.
Oh, Jesus Christ! Oh, this drives me fucking nuts because she sheds, and I know my beard test too, but. I know the difference between fucking white and brown. So that would fucking hurt. Fucking, I'll be like, I saw my ball scratch. I'm like, what the fuck's this? And I'm like, God damn it! When I used her, or she used my towel or whatever. One of her hair gets wrapped around my fucking balls. I'm like, fuck, it's everywhere.
Holy fuck.
Woo! It could be days later. I'm like, motherfucker, her hair got me again. And you gotta go slowly because if not, it'll paper cut your ass.
Good gracious.
That's true.
Wow.
That is true?
Yeah.
That's
Dude,
a thing?
Oh, yeah.
Yes. He fucking agrees with me. He knows.
Wow.
I guess.
I kind of feel
I'm
like
not afraid
I'm
to
missing
say it.
out
I'm
now.
not embarrassed about having a hair wrapped around my fucking nuts.
I ain't embarrassed about
It's
it
not like I
either.
can have kids that falls off, rad. They're just fucking
They're pretty much
ornament
useless now.
I was balls are just ornaments floating around at this point.
I was just going to talk about a video that I saw where like a married couple were at Home Depot.
Oh, by the way, welcome to the podcast.
Yes.
We weren't expecting you talking about my balls, were you?
Yeah, my wife's hair wrapped around the balls. Yeah, no, I didn't think we were going to go there.
It goes there.
Oh, I didn't think we were going to talk about getting screwed by Michael Jackson either out of influences. But we went there.
Welcome.
We're there.
Welcome, everybody.
That pizza has been made.
Yes, it has.
Been made.
Yeah, we're in there.
It's delicious.
But yeah, I saw that. So this
It
video
is delicious.
where it was a wife and a husband. They're at Home Depot, and he's behind her, and she has like one hair that's like out, and he yanks it off, and she's like, "Ow, what the hell's wrong with you?" And then he goes over. They're like looking at floorboards, and he's like, "Nope." No. Then he goes to the one where like it's the same color as her hair, and he goes, "Yep, that's it right there. That's the one we're getting."
I can see you doing that.
That was funny too. She has a look on her face like,
yeah, she's like,
"Yep, that's it."
Yeah.
Like, oh, I know what you're doing. Shit, I don't know. What is it? The progressive ones? About becoming your parents. You ever seen the ones?
Oh yeah, yep.
You ever seen
Parental
this?
life coach.
Yeah, he's a coach of it. They keep kids who become first time homeowners.
Yep,
becoming their
right
parents.
now, he'd be like, "All right, damn it, Dave, you gotta let other people
Fucking
talk."
hilarious. That'll be your homework for the next time I see you. Is go Google YouTube.
I mean, I will say though, it has happened to me once my wife and I bought our home. It's amazing how I think of my dad and like my mom about cleaning up your house or your room or taking your shoes off where you come in or don't stand in the furniture with your shoes on.
The outdoors.
Yes, yeah, it's unreal. Like, once I became a homeowner, and I was always like, God, why are they being such pricks about this? But not now.
Yeah, I get it.
I get it.
Turn the goddamn lights off.
Yes. Oh, my wife, she'll have every light on in the house.
I always bitch at her.
Yeah.
I'm like, there's nobody out there. Why do you need it on?
Right.
Turn it off.
Right.
I'll get a hold of that.
My in-laws are the same way. They'll come and they'll turn every light on. I'll turn it back off. 2 seconds later, he wasn't even downstairs.
Don't fuck with the thermostat.
They're back on.
Don't fuck with the thermostat.
No.
I got it set. No, don't fuck with it.
Yes.
Because you're gonna, don't
Especially
go
have
up
a
and down,
lockbox on
You're gonna
it.
waste more energy.
It's amazing, marriage home as you get older. I mean, it's crazy because when you're younger, you know what I mean. There's just things that you just didn't think about. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
You get to this point,
there was
it's
a point
like,
in my time that I went back to my parents when they were still living. It's like, I am so sorry. I get it now.
Yeah.
I got a 27-year-old. I'm
Yep.
like, I get it.
I don't
I get
apologize for the past. What
Yeah,
happened?
so sorry. But I was a latchkey kid anyway. It's not like they were around anyway. I mean, from like 7 to
Don't be getting sad now.
no
Dave.
7
Come
on. Oh no, it was so much fun because no one.
It was so much fun.
He was watching the scrambled corn channel at 7.
It was like a group of like 5 or 6 of us.
Oh yeah.
There was no. That was it. No one was home. There was only one fucking parent.
Dude, you can tell no one
Matt's,
was home.
mom,
I don't think anybody's
she was
still home.
The teacher, she was a teacher, so she was home. It was just emergency if you had to go to her. Other than that, no one knew where we were at. Some of the shit, I don't know how we survived. I don't know how.
I feel that.
I don't know all the stupid shit that we did. I don't know how. I have no idea how I'm
You're in
alive.
the house before the streetlights come on, you're good.
Many times,
Doesn't matter what you
as a
did.
teenager waking up in the front yard, not knowing how I got there, so drunk,
Yeah. Knowing that, I know that. Yep.
streaking.
The good old days.
Got caught streaking.
Good old days.
Glory days.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
the bad thing is too, because when I was talking to Jaden,
Yeah.
we were just bullshit, and after we were talking, he goes, "Man, you were Joe Nameless before Joe Nameless was around." Like,
Yeah.
yeah, we
Yep, you
did some stupid shit.
Remember that.
We did some really. I mean, I
You
hit
were
a
Joe
horse.
Nameless before it was cool.
I hit 2 horses in a span of like 2 months when I was like 18 years old.
Was your car or what?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Oh, not like a baseball
I
bat.
was sure he was like,
Really?
I was waiting for this.
Out with friends, getting high in my Chevette.
Just
Fucking horse got loose. Fucking ran across the road.
Do
fucking
not
hit it.
do marijuana,
Fell up,
kids.
yeah.
You'll end up like
If I
David
wasn't,
Dave.
if I wasn't high, I would have seen. I just kept on going.
that had to have messed the car up.
No, because we're talking about because it was.
He was probably only going like 2 miles an hour. Like,
Yeah, we were fucking. Yeah, it wasn't.
It wasn't like 50. It wasn't like it.
No.
It was like 100 and blows the horse in
Yeah,
half.
like a couple months.
I know somebody that did that out here.
Yeah, there was a place.
Used to work with the guy.
We used to go to. It was called Podunk, and
Podunk.
it's like it was like the Amish country out here, just dirt roads and shit.
Yeah.
But it was a real fucking foggy night. We were stoned again. That's where we go driving.
Naturally.
Fucking another horse. I mean, it was within a couple months. Same situation, just chilling.
Oh, was it still alive? Or?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Fell over and got back up. Ran off.
He's probably like,
I'm like, yeah, we were going fast, but we did stupid shit. It's all right.
Yeah.
That's
Horse,
all right.
that horse had some stories to tell.
sure. That son of a bitch hit me again. I'm just trying to get the hay in the field over there.
No, they weren't even near me. They were like 20, 30 miles. I mean, they weren't even the same area. I didn't hit the same.
I hope it was the same horse then. So why does this keep happening?
The horse is probably like, it's not even the same area. I got hit twice, same route.
I mean, you're gonna be back down here. Yeah, it was my red Chevette. Yeah,
Your little red Chevette.
a little 4-cylinder. Only cost like $12 to fill up that motherfucker back in the day. And it lasted like fucking 3 weeks.
No,
Those are the good
I
days.
remember when people were bitching when gas prices went to $1.
Oh fuck yeah, we were.
I remember, yeah.
Fuck yeah, we put our foot down, motherfucker. Cause I'm an old.
I don't think
Gen
anyone
Xer,
put
so
their foot
I'm
down.
kinda
Over that. Yeah. No.
Yeah, and now it's
fucking
like
$10 in the tank. You're good for a week.
Yeah.
now $10.
Remember $5
like
to get you to
maybe half
Pittsburgh
a
and back
day.
in a Honda.
Yeah.
Yeah, $5. Get you to
Yeah.
Pittsburgh and back in a Honda. Yeah.
Cost me like 30 now.
$5 get you
Yeah.
to the gas station now.
Yeah,
those
pretty
were the-
much.
Those were the good old days. So you guys, I'm gonna scroll off for a second
Of
and go back
course.
to music. You guys working on anything new?
Well, now that we have with them back in, absolutely. Yeah.
Original 3.
So pretty much, I should, I guess, tackle that a little bit. That way I can kind of give credit to the two guys that were in the band for a little bit there too, because this is the first time that I think anybody who's going to watch this is going to see that the original 3 is back together. So I figured might as well tackle that. Of course, Matt and Brendan, this is the original 3 that started the band, back in 2014. Then when they left, I had gotten Johnny, Britt was our drummer, killer drummer. The dude is so blessed. I mean, he is one of the best drummers around, period. I mean, he's an incredible drummer. And then we had Ken played with us for a little bit. We cycled bass players a little bit, and then we had Will Walker. I'm sure if you guys know Will, big guy, real tall. I call him a metal redwood. He's just there, tall, looks like Roman Reigns kind of a little bit.
Black hair down. Looks like that.
Power lifter.
Yeah, it reminds me of the fucking Undertaker.
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah, very intimidating. Very
Undertaker,
intimidating.
and he likes Roman Reigns too because he dresses like him. He wears like the red shoes and like the.
Oh, that's even more terrifying.
Yes. Yeah. So Johnny and him both were in the band with us for the last year and a half, 2 years. Johnny had been with me for a while, but sadly, Will I think had other things that he had going on at that time, and so he stepped away. And Johnny, which is not a secret to anybody who knows him, he has battled PTSD since he was a child. And it's something that he is open about because he does talk about it and everything. But sometimes, I had never really fully understood the sincerity of it, I guess, of how bad that can get. Because he had been fine. We've been playing shows and everything's fine. And then he had told me that lately it's been getting really bad for him.
Yeah.
That he can't play bars or any place like that because it's just something is triggering to him to where it's causing him to have issues. And so it's a shame, but I mean obviously the good Lord works in mysterious ways because it was weird because we came back together and it was just solely to play the show and just for that, but then right that time Johnny had said, listen, I can't play right now. I don't know when I'll be able to come back. And so, I thought, well, we'll play until he's ready to go. But he had said that he doesn't think that he can play in a band again because of it's causing him to be.
Yeah.
He still wants to play drums. He said he would love to record again and everything, and still do that kind of stuff. But as far as playing live,
yeah,
he thinks he can't do it. So I do want to give him and Will both props. They were great members of the band. We wrote a lot of killer songs, especially with Johnny. Johnny and I really came up with a lot of good stuff. And I just want to make sure that everyone knows that that we love him to death. There's no bad blood whatsoever. I mean, he's part of the TFG family. He'll always be part of that, and we love both those guys. So, but I wanted to make sure at least because it's the first time anybody will see this that we're back, and I'm sure people are gonna be like, "What the hell happened to Johnny and Will?"
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
But yeah, so love both those guys, and definitely no hard feelings whatsoever. And anytime they ever want to come back, they can come back and play with us. No
You
problem.
hear that so much from the bands around here when members might go their separate ways. There's never any bad blood.
Yes, usually no, there's none. I mean, sometimes it happens.
I'm sure it happens,
but for the most
definitely.
part, it's usually life gets in the way as you get
Right.
older
Yeah,
and families
you
and
get older.
marriage. It happens, and to be in a band, it is it is hard work, and you have to love your band members. You have to appreciate them. It's like having a girlfriend or a wife. It honestly is. It's like having another significant other.
It's my
because
side piece.
You got to think it's you.
And here you guys are like talking about me having sex with fucking Michael Jordan.
Well, no, but like
about it.
He's having a fucking threesome. I mean, shit. Busting my balls on marriage. He brought it up marriage.
It's like that. I mean, especially, I guess I learned from my days of Waiting for Never when we were doing our tours. When you're riding in a van with somebody for weeks on end, you get to be personal with each other pretty quick, and you realize what you can live with and you can't. And we're family. I love these guys to death, and we've done some amazing things together. And honestly, they're family to me, and so. It's just amazing how it's when one door closes and another one opens, and how quickly that happened.
Right.
And so when we were getting ready, we knew we had old songs that we all knew, and then we have a bunch of new songs that Brandon and I have been working on, and then we have the songs that we have currently that you guys have heard. So we have a hodgepodge right now, a lot of stuff that I don't think people have heard before. So we have a lot of new songs coming out, plus some old ones, and then the current ones. So our next show will be you guys will be great.
Things.
Very cool.
And these two guys are incredible musicians, so I can't wait for you guys to see them.
I can't wait to hear it.
They're great. Yeah, they're great.
It's funny too because you were bringing up about the family, like bands, how they are treat each other, and you can tell that
those are the best ones.
You can tell that as a person watching from the audience. Yeah. You can tell when a band is clicked with each other compared to others. We're just up here
or just a hired gun. Somebody's just up there to play.
Somebody just filling a space.
And that's the difference. And there's nothing wrong with cover bands, but that's the difference between someone playing it just for money, and people playing it from their heart. You know what I mean? The passion for it.
You can really tell that difference too.
And you can tell by the performance and the song just by listening to it. You can tell. Now, there's nothing wrong with people who play cover music. I don't, you know what I mean?
No, not at all.
That's how they make their money.
There's some really good ones. There is some good ones.
Because that's where like my background, like my brother back in the day was in a cover band.
Yeah,
folks, you've heard this story 17 times.
So many places.
But that's
so many
that's
places,
what it was.
That's where, you know what I mean? That's how you get your start, or that's a lot of musicians, if they want to play and they want to make money, that's how they're going to do it.
It was funny because eventually they were doing their own, some of their sets be half would be cover, half would be their
original stuff.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, for us, I think it's a lot of the stuff is we use it therapeutically for us.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's why I'm not an asshole, because I'm able to get it out into our music. At least I don't think I'm on. Oh no.
No.
I wasn't listening.
We've always had a good
part of what this is too.
It's able to get your stuff out. You know what I mean? It's medication without taking medication. You know what I mean? And for us, that's how we use it. I
know my neighbor's probably like, oh, he's had a rough day because I'll be in my shed, my man shed, and I got a playlist. Here we go, boom, for the next half hour. Mm-hmm. I'm getting high and I'm jamming out. Leave me alone.
The neighbors are checking it out too.
Kind of like my house. We have a band room down there.
I decompress. It's a great decompression.
It is, man, and I tell people all the time.
And they get such a bad rap. Yeah, people in metal get such a bad rap.
Put my headphones on and just blast.
I said, every time I read like the paper, there's always every cover band that plays big bar. There's always a fight afterwards.
Don't be bringing up big bar.
No, but you never hear. We've never had any incidents of anybody.
Yeah, how many drive-by shootings have you heard about at a show?
None.
If we all get it out in the mosh pit, man, my head banging.
You don't.
No, I don't, because I'm not going to survive that.
Break your nail.
You see, it is a family type thing. Yeah, everyone looks at it and thinks, oh, they're devil worshiper music, and you know what I mean. And it's not it at all, man.
Sometimes.
Well, sometimes it is. Occasionally,
you have to make sacrifices to the dark
lord. Mind your cats. But no, it's funny too, because we already said, like, okay, we're going to sit right back here. We gotta you can hear everything, and then eventually we're itching right towards that front speaker. Then by the end of the night, we're at that fucking speaker, and then we bitch for like 2 weeks.
I definitely need to thank Copeland for taking the hearing out of this year. I appreciate it.
Love Matt Copeland.
Man.
Love you, man.
The Sound of Massacre is always awesome. And I'm always right next to the speaker like a retard. Like,
By like the third song, we're right by that speaker.
Next day, it's like nails going in, and I'm like,
you gotta start buying earplugs, man.
No.
My whole life, I never said I was gonna do it, and now. But now they've made it's better because they actually make earplugs that are decent now, where it actually sounds like you're just turning the volume down. You're not losing in the top end because usually back in the day you put it in, it was just bass.
I have one of those sets, but
like Eric from Brotherhood, Eric Thomas from Brotherhood, he had hearing problems and he had to get musicians earplugs so he could keep singing and up there. So it's
yeah. I mean, I use them now. I never thought in a million years I'd be able to do it, but like his snare drum is like a shotgun in a dumpster, man.
Yeah, there we go.
You know what I mean? So like, I mean, you're standing next to it. I mean, it's in a good way. Yes, I mean, you just
you're a heavy hitter.
Depends on the day. I try to not hit it heavy all the time, just from life experiences, and the more you hit, the more it costs. So
that's true.
I love.
Just depends on the
that
day.
fucking sound from a drummer. They're just fucking. They're just. And when you're watching, it doesn't look like they're hitting hard at all. But you see that wrist just flick, and you're like, oh.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I love watching the. I love watching the bands from like the side and shit. I know I'm like a fucking peeping tom with my camera recording, but I'm watching.
Here comes Perv Dave again.
It is. It's so fascinating because I'm like, man, I wish I had like.
Wait till you see him, man. He's just
that talent alone. I can't do it.
Yeah,
I could never.
No drums. Yeah, it takes all four. Takes all four legs and.
I could be
all four legs. All four legs. Yeah.
I only have three.
I don't know how that.
Every now and then I break out the leg.
You're like a tripod.
How's he making that extra sound? Secret.
Ancient Chinese secret, huh?
So who do you think is who's your top 5 drummers of all time?
Top 5?
Yeah.
Oh man.
You gotta make him think, Dave. Damn.
So I'm gonna go with Joey Jordison still. Like he may not be the best, most technical, but still, like he's my biggest inspiration. He always has been. He was a cool dude all the way around.
Says he's still the best. Slipknot.
And then I go with Ray Lazier from Korn. He's their newest drummer for quite many years.
Bad Religion he was in too, I think, for a little while.
Yeah, and he played with Stevie Ray Vaughan. He's not like the best drummer again, but he adapted and he made the bands completely different and awesome.
Believe it or not, he's been the drummer of Korn longer than David was.
Yeah,
believe it or not, Ray Lazier's been in Korn in more albums than David, and everyone thinks that David was like Ray now is he's the longer drummer in that band.
Yeah.
But anyway, go. Sorry.
And Andals is this guy's name. Is his last name. He's the original drummer for the band called Chimera.
Yeah.
He's been a big inspiration of mine. I've never been able to drum anywhere near as good as that guy does, but he's a different kind of drummer. He's like a music note guy, and I'm the opposite of that. Yeah. Really. And then there's that Eloy Casagrande. He's the new TikTok drummer dude that plays usually with just one tom and the snare.
When he did that blind.
Oh no, you're Eloy Casagrande.
No, Eloy's the new Slipknot drummer. I'm sorry.
You're thinking of.
I'm thinking of that. Okay.
Estepario.
Yeah, Estepario, whatever. Yeah, he's pushing the limits. He's doing some things that drummers haven't done in the past, and he's just a killer dude. And I know he lives in another country, but I wish I was friends with him. He seems like he'd be a cool dude.
Reach out. Never know.
Is that thing with one stick where he's flipping the other stick to make it like?
Back and forth. He caught my eye when. What was that? Was it Blinding? By the Weekend, Blinding Light. He did like a fucking. He was like a that song. The drummer knew was just like. The fuck? It was like it was better than the original. I'm like, but how all right, dude, you're a circus freak.
He did a Slipknot song with one hand.
Yes.
Where it's just one hand.
Yeah, he played Slipknot song with one hand. Even Slipknot reached out to him and was like, "Hey, play this song," and he does it. And he destroys it.
That's insane.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to check it out.
Yeah, this dude's fucking.
El Estepario is his name. Yeah,
and it's on.
He's on TikTok.
YouTube.
YouTube. I'll send you some videos, dude. Yeah, he's
good.
He's something else. He's breaking into a whole new barrier.
What was it? I forget what song he was playing, but he was playing one hand while I'm drinking out of a coffee cup.
Yes, drinking tea while he's like,
He's just bragging. He's like, good luck beating me at this one.
Yeah, you're a circus freak. I mean, you're just,
yeah, he's crazy.
So when did you, Pick up the bass.
Back in high school, I bought my first one off this kid I went to school with for like $50.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, and it was a piece of junk.
I don't know.
I think everybody's first guitars usually were junk. That's how you learn on them.
Yeah.
I mean,
Fucking a good bass player. I love
trying
watching
one of
the
these
fucking
days,
bass players. They're one of my favorites
I
besides
think
their
my
drummers.
hands would cooperate
a
enough.
lot of people think that playing bass is just playing root note, and in a lot of, I mean, okay, yeah, you can, but there's a lot of bass players out there that do things differently, and once you hear the song and see how they play and the different notes, and then how, I mean, if they're part of the rhythm section, so I mean, there's, you know, from how much shit field he gets for being what he is in Korn, I mean, he's people know him and know that sound because of what he did, you know what I mean? And you got guys like Mudvayne and Ryan, and you hear and you know that tone because of him. They could never have another bass player in that band because the Berber Ding is his thing. I mean, that band is their thing.
Yeah, that was the Warwick thing, though.
Right, and now
he plays Fodera, and it does not sound the same.
No. Well, I mean, but there is something to say too about, I guess, the player and tone in the hands and whatnot, whether or not that's true or not. But
yeah, I mean, he's still an awesome bass player.
Right.
There's but you could tell. I mean, just the way one bass player is just. I mean, just watching them and the sound they're making, and you watch another one.
Yeah.
It's almost look like identical, but the sound's different. It's just like different the way they're. One might be plucking, the other one's using a pick, and dude, it's some of them just rip. It's so and they make it so. God,
I got to do it. I'll be back.
Watch them. It's just like if anybody has to go to the bathroom, just feel free to get up. You don't have to. We just fucking go. Guys, we just go. We just go outside. Guys, I don't know.
Oh, you have a bird in there.
Yeah, I don't know.
I thought maybe he just went in there and started going.
No, that's fucking Mango. Mango can fly right now. Me and Mango don't like each other.
Is it a parrot or what?
On the side.
What is it? Parrot?
Conure.
It's a what now?
Sun conure.
No.
It's a mini parrot.
Oh, okay. Does it repeat?
Yelling.
Yeah.
Oh, that's it. Because he got up and he goes, I can't take it anymore. And then he walked in the door and that's all I heard. I was like, is that him?
All those noises.
He's getting all his ticks out before he comes back. But no,
he is flying now. So if you have to use the restroom, we'll lock him in because.
Yeah.
Okay, right on.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, I made the fatal mistake because we've been friends for almost a decade now, probably reaching. Maybe about 4 or 5 years ago, maybe about 4 years ago, I made a fatal mistake of like walking by his cage and just touching his toys, like, "Hi, Mango." Oh no!
Oh, he wigged out on you.
Oh, fuck! He wigged out.
Flying then, but he darted.
Yeah,
He did.
because Chuck was behind me,
He dropped.
and we were walking into his kitchen. I'm like, "Oh, hi, Mango." Just barely touched it. And he flipped the fuck
touch
out.
my shit.
And he flew right past Chuck to get to me, and I'm like going, "No!" Just flinging my hair, getting down.
Was he pecking at you? Or
No,
trying to claw your feet?
he fell down, and they were like telling me not to move because if I would have stepped, I probably could have stepped on him. But that was the first time. And then he did it again like a year later. Fucking eyed me, fucking walked by.
He's talking shit on you right now.
I'm out here. But he hasn't attacked me in a few years. After our truce, we had a truce. And
That's protection.
That's how you do it.
yeah, so we have a truce. But if he starts flying, no, I don't go until he gets winking up.
That's the potty helmet.
That's the potty helmet. Yep.
Yep, I got that for his birthday last year. I would know that. I would have brought my Iron Man.
It's not Darth Vader.
I'm an Iron Man.
Oh, it's not Darth Vader. No, wait, no,
It's one of the troopers.
It's a trooper. Oh, it's a trooper. Okay.
Yeah,
Right
if I would know he's gonna pull it out, I would have brought my fucking Iron Man one. Was an Iron Man one? I got two Iron Man ones. Jacob gave me one for
on. Does it open up like that?
Yeah.
Could have brought a scarecrow one.
That's awesome.
Mine just gets stuck on my head.
Yeah,
Cool helmet.
Welcome to our world. This is what we do.
Sorry, I couldn't resist. I saw it. And I'm like, yeah.
Well, dude, you got up and you went in there, and then I was like, is he all right? Because I didn't know you had a parrot in there, so you're like, oh man, I can't do it no more. And then you got up, and I thought you were in there going, "Rah!"
He has to let it out.
So I had to explain.
The bird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he's your special buddy.
Jesus
His
Christ.
special buddy. Something so small takes his man to the floor.
Does, man.
So
It's a
hilarious.
flying dinosaur. It's a flying dinosaur.
No, dude, I had a bird attack me one time, man.
Yeah,
and
that's
I
right.
it.
Yeah.
It ain't fun.
They're not gonna, yeah. And
He
when they
reached
attack,
over,
we're not gonna-
went, touched one of his toys. That's all he did.
That's what he was saying.
Yeah, he's not gonna come boom, just hit me once and just fly off, go, ha ha, I hit you. No, he's gonna keep
Pecking at you, yeah. I had one I walked by. Apparently, they nest in the ground. There's a certain
fuck
bird
that
nests in the ground. I was
Killdeers.
I was at work.
Yep.
I was leaving, and I came back, and I must have walked by its nest, and that thing just dive bombed, and then it takes off, and then it comes back around. Like, what the hell was that? And then it comes back around, and then man, it hurts, man.
It's not fun. It's
Freaking
not
beats
fun.
you short,
from
dude.
my
It's not
children.
fun.
So I took off because
Not
at
fun.
that point I knew I was under attack. And so then I had beeline back to work, and they were probably, because I mean, get away! You know what I mean? My hands are flailing, but yeah.
Mommy, what's that?
I wish I would
Is
have
that
seen
man
that.
special? He's running weird.
Yeah,
Yeah,
when I got
I'm
back, they
done
were
with-
laughing their asses off at me because they knew that he was up there because he had tried to get another one because they walked
That
by.
ain't right. They should have warned
Anybody
you.
need anything to drink?
Oh, I'm good.
Okay,
Thank you.
thank you.
man.
That they should have warned you.
Yeah, absolutely. No, they were.
They're fucking flying dinosaurs.
Yeah.
That's all they are. Fuck them. No, I don't know. If
more
he's
than a
flying,
flying dinosaur.
if he's flying, I won't go.
He's
No.
my little bastard.
Let's get in there. Yeah, because I know he'll break the truce because he can fly.
Just buy him a toy.
I don't think he'll matter.
No.
He's just an asshole.
He's not.
Yeah, he is.
Maybe he wants to nest in there.
No, he does not. He wants
Oh.
to kill me.
Oh,
No, it's no doubt. He just
wants to
this
gouge
bird
out
wants
your
blood.
eyes.
I touched his toy.
Oh,
Whoopee.
boy, you
did.
And now I'm like the worst thing.
dude, I might write it. That
And he
might be
scares
our
the
next
shit out
song
of me.
title. This bird wants blood.
There you go.
Bird wants blood.
I thought it was going to be "Don't touch
Record
my
some
toy."
screams
Yeah.
for it.
Yes, that could be it too.
Here
Part two. Part two. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a service plumber, so I'm in and out of people's house. I've been attacked by dogs. I'm not afraid of them. Say I've been attacked by a cat, but this bird scares the fuck out of me.
Yeah.
It's great. I have control.
What if you got my glasses off and then got my eyeball and ripped it out?
I have control.
I know.
Next time you
He'll send-
disagree,
he'll
I'm
send
just
me
gonna
pictures,
hold 'em.
like, cause he works third shift and they get a kick because we talk like every fucking morning. And he'll send me a picture with fucking the bird just on it. I'm like,
Yeah,
fuck
just
you,
chilling
man.
there on the arm of the
That ain't
couch with
nice.
me.
That ain't nice.
Or he's sitting
I must
up
start
here.
my
I'm
day
like,
that
here you
way.
go.
Fucking
Start
make
your
me
day
start
the
my
right
that
way.
Fucking ain't nice.
It is nice.
No, it's not
Yes, it
nice.
is.
It's fucking, you're hateful.
I am not.
This bird wants blood.
Yeah, it's bad too. Yeah, that bird.
The song is coming together.
Yeah.
Bleed my own blood.
So you guys are gonna be no, it's because you're working on some new stuff. So that means you're probably thinking of down the road an album.
Yeah, well, we have songs, a lot of singles out right now, and the plan was the next song we released, we were going to put them all together. I guess it would be an EP. It would be like eight songs.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So that's the plan. But yeah, we
Cool.
have a brand new one that we recorded. That in August, I do believe we're going to go back. I'm going to finish the vocals
Okay.
on it and get it done. So at least we'll have
Nice.
that new one. That's a brand spanking new one that we just wrote.
Nice. I can't wait.
And then in November we go back in again to record hopefully a few more after that.
So if people
Yeah.
want to listen to you, how do they listen to you?
We're everywhere. We're on iTunes, Spotify. What's another one? Pandora.
Yeah.
iHeart Music. We're everywhere. Anywhere you listen to your songs, we have music out there. We have a music video on YouTube as well. Also on Apple Music for our song C19. Which have you seen that video yet?
I don't think I have. No.
Oh, dude, y'all have to check it out.
Okay.
Yeah. We it came out really killer because the song was about everything that kind of happened during the pandemic. You know what I mean? But it wasn't so
Oh, that
much
was a
about
crazy time.
coronavirus. It was more about kind of all this stuff that was going on around that time, the hatred that everybody just on both sides. You know what I mean? I know
Yeah.
we're not getting political, but
Yeah.
kind of but the whole point of it was that
Yeah.
is the virus. That is the problem.
Yeah, I
agree.
not this shit. This
Yep.
is the issue. You know what I mean?
I
Kids
agree.
killing kids in schools and
Yeah.
everything. So that the song C19's about that. And
That's
so
cool.
we filmed the video with like a spotlight behind us and to where we look kind of blacked out a little bit.
Okay.
And then we cut in news like articles or like the news, like just the news of everything
Right.
that was going on, all the riots and
Sure,
all the
we'll
stuff
be
that was
checking
going
it out
on.
after a bit
Yeah,
here.
it's crazy fucking times.
Yeah, dude. If you like Stomper, you'll like C19.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, because it's one of our heavier songs, and it's fun. It's a fun one to play. Has a really cool melodic middle part, and then it comes right back out and gets just nasty heavy again. But the video came out killer.
See, I like that. I like that style.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I like
yeah.
that style.
You have to check it out. If you like Stomper, you'll like C19.
Yeah, I like Stomper. Stomper
Yeah,
is a good
we'll be
one.
jamming.
I added that to our playlist on Spotify. I got like an open playlist that people can download, and I think they can add like songs to it, like as long as it's like the local band, like if they want to put their songs on there.
That's
Right
me.
on.
Yeah, it's a good playlist. Yeah.
Thank you for that too, by the way.
And I
Thank
think
you.
I got
Definitely.
was it Alone?
Yes, Alone.
Yeah, I like that one too.
Thank
But
you.
I got I got some other ones too. I mean, like Drown the Deep. I like her voice.
Yeah.
she's a good voice. But there's a bunch of them. I just try to keep it local. But
I
yeah.
appreciate that too, man. Thank you. Yeah.
Well, no one does it. I mean, no one knows. Like, and I tell people all this. I mean, like even my customers. I'm like, who I find out like metal. Like I found out like one of my veterans customers. He doesn't have Facebook. He doesn't do YouTube or whatever. But he loves metal. He'll listen to it all that. I'm like, okay, I know you now. I know you. I'm
Yep.
like, because she was asking me if like, it was yesterday. He was asking me. So I was at his house. Hey, you going to that what's that festival where they're doing the Shawshank Redemption? Where they shot that movie?
Incarceration.
Yeah.
Oh, Incarceration.
He was asking me if I was going to that. I'm like, wait a minute, you're a metal fan? He goes, yeah. He goes, I knew you were because I could tell by my ring. I'm like, no, I wanted to. I'm like, I didn't. So we started talking.
So you're like, are you
I
buying?
said, I think you know, like, there's Erie's known for a really good.
Yeah,
there's
just
a
start
good
showing them
underground-
different
Yeah.
bands, and then
He was like, no. So I'm like, okay, here's a good one. Cause I told him what we were doing. I'm like, we're having, you guys on. So I gave him your guys' name. I gave him like
awesome.
Scars of it. And I'm like, hey, just go to Pandora. I'm like, you download music, right? So you're on Pandora. Yeah, Mike, they're on. Just get on there.
yeah, they're on there.
Yeah,
I'm
there,
like,
check it
I'm
out.
like, I said, the next, free show going on or next show that I'm going to, I'll hit you up.
Yeah.
Try to get your ass out there.
There's usually one all the time, but yeah, the big ones are coming up.
But there's a lot, but they don't know about it,
right?
And I'm like,
A lot of people that don't, yeah.
I mean, there's something to say about going back and doing it the old-fashioned way and just flyering.
yeah,
Yeah.
that was
Put
a good
flyers
time.
up, dude. Put them up on telephone poles. Put them up. I
That's what we
mean,
were doing back in high school.
that's what we
Yeah.
did. Yeah, that's what we did back in the
nothing
day.
wrong
It
going
worked.
back to the old school way.
I know
'cause that
Hendy's
means
been
it's
doing
hilarious.
that for the Hootenanny. He
Yeah.
takes a picture of where he's put it and everything else.
Man, we used to have collections because when my brother
You did.
would play, because we lived on the south of Indianapolis, and they would always play. There was like a kind of a college town called Broad Ripple, which is like Indianapolis, and it was like a suburb. But that was like where all the live music was, like a big old strip. To be like 5 or 6 bars with live music going on and shit.
Yeah.
And there'd be flyers everywhere. And I would just fucking take them and collect them and shit and all that. That was good shit.
That
was a good
I
times.
think That's how things were done back in the day, man.
Yep.
I mean,
That's how you got the word out. I mean, because a lot of people, they didn't even know.
there wasn't cell phones you could have in your hand.
Right.
You're
Yeah.
getting everything all
Group
over.
message.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was none of that. It was word of mouth and
I mean, there's a
flyers.
lot of good bands in Erie.
Yeah.
I mean, the Hootenanny
Too
Festival,
many.
I mean, what, $25 is not expensive
for
for
2
fucking
days.
2 days.
Camping.
It's like free,
Yeah.
free camping.
20 pre-sale.
Yeah,
Yeah.
$20 pre-sale.
You
But
can't
it's like,
beat it.
Yeah.
man, I mean, there's gonna be a lot. There's a lot of. Now I want to know how they're gonna. Is that gonna be like 2 stages? Are they gonna? Do you know?
Last year they didn't do 2 stages,
just one,
but
okay.
I can't say
hard
that
to
I
say.
know.
Sure, but like I don't know because we never been. But
I'm
I didn't know if they were
assuming
doing-
what he'll probably do is Friday. Is it Saturday, Sunday? No, it's Friday. It has to be Friday, Saturday.
Yeah.
I'm assuming they'll probably start early, and they'll go all the way to. And so if there's 10 bands the first day, then they'll have all day long the second day.
Right.
So
Yeah.
you'll probably have a third of the bands play on Friday, and the rest of them play all day.
That
All
makes
day.
more
Saturday.
sense. Yeah, well,
Yeah.
okay, yeah, because we're having Hindi on
About a week?
June 13th.
Yeah, about a week. No, that's not a week. Jesus Christ.
I
I'm
said you're
off.
right.
Like a month.
Wow. I'm a month off here.
What day is it?
To talk about to get the word out.
Yeah.
With that one, and then of course the Then
Yeah,
you
that's at
got
Washburn
August.
Fairgrounds for everybody who wants to know, wants to go to a good
Be there.
fest.
You could, and you could just, if you're on Facebook, just search the Hootenanny Festival.
Any of
and
the
you get
bands
to
and
our
Any of
page.
the bands.
Yeah, if anybody needs tickets, we have them
Tickets.
for sale. Any one of the bands.
All the
has-
bands, yeah.
they-
All the
everybody,
bands
they
have
all
them.
have them. So it's just going to be a good time, and it's a good place to really support the local bands,
Right.
and not to mention, I mean, you're going to a killer show. You can camp, you can have fun. It's on a smaller scale than what you would go to if you were going to a big festival, but that's what's fun about it.
Yeah.
is it's personal. You
Yeah,
meet a bunch of new
exactly.
people.
So
and
much
there's so
fun.
many, so much fun. So
They are
many
so
good
much
bands.
fun.
Any
You'll
newer
be
bands
surprised.
trying to come
It's-
out there, want to make connections, those are
Yes.
the places to do it.
And
Yeah.
you know, the funny thing is too, it's like one of the. To me, it was like one of the safest places. I was there.
Right.
No issues. It was a safe.
Now,
place.
the only thing that happened last year when we got done playing,
yeah.
I will say, last year, the guy who owned, I think, either owned or managed Raceway, whatever
Whole Shot.
the Spillway, Whole Shot.
Whole Shot.
Well, it was
We
Whole
got
Shot.
done-
I don't know if it's called that now.
Yeah, we got done playing, and I went off to take a piss. We got done loading up. I got done taking a piss. I came around the corner all of a sudden, an RV's on fire, and
Yeah, I
I
saw
was
that
like,
video.
and I go, is that on purpose or is that accident? And then they're like, no, it's on accident. The guy either fell asleep in it doing whatever he was doing or whatnot, but like. So he gets out and he's trying to put it out. He takes, canister, gets the front out. But because the thing was so old and so dried out, that like it went down, but then it like enhanced it even more. And so for the cover, Stomper is the RV.
Oh, is that?
Yeah, I took the photo of it. That's it. That's where it came from. Yes.
Nice.
So like, dude. So then he gets out and he's trying to get shit out of there's like toilet paper flying, and he's trying to get stuff out of the side compartments, and they're trying to pull him off. When all of a sudden you hear pop, 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 pop. Here he had 22 ammo in there. And the ammo was going off, so people were ducking behind cars and shit, dude. Then the tires blew, so that was a big bang. So,
Damn.
dude, people, it was nuts, man. It was crazy.
Damn.
Yeah, and then the fire department, police, and it took forever for them to get there because of where it's at. And so so I got it. The picture of it, like
hilarious.
right at the moment where it's at, like the flames were like enraging
Yeah.
at that point.
Nice.
It was still there. So yeah, the cover of Stomper
So
is
damn it!
that's what it
So
is.
after all the festivals, the local shows we've been into, now it's 99%. You don't have a problem.
Right.
Almost.
I told Henry he should make that a thing now. Like instead of Burning Man Festival, he should have the
Burning
Burning RV.
RV.
Like have
Burning
Hootenanny, the
RV.
Burning RV every freaking Hootenanny now,
That'd be
man.
awesome.
That's what I'm saying. It'd be like the ending. You knew they're it's like the fireworks. It's like I told him I was like, dude,
Yeah.
have that be the thing. Find somebody at Jumpstart just wants to get rid of an RV and let's burn that bitch. You know what I mean?
I like
Have
it.
it be a thing.
Yeah,
I like it.
Yeah,
I'm
I
gonna
like
push
it.
that.
I
when we
told
have
him. I told him.
I like
I said
it.
I was like, dude, you should do it. You know what I mean? 'Cause
I like it.
After last year, I guess there was issues with that guy, and I mean, I can't speak on what had
I know
happened,
what you're talking about,
but there was something that happened. So I know Hendy was a
Yeah.
little bit like pissed off at the end of that show, and he was pretty upset about things. And I was like, listen, dude, like. If you need to change the name of it, just call it the Burning RV Fest, or like the
oh yeah.
something.
That would be
Because
it.
dude, that
That
right
would be a
there,
good name.
that be the thing. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Like we can burn it
That'd
every
be awesome.
one now. That'd be the thing.
Burning.
I'm pushing
the
it.
Burning
I'm
RV
pushing it.
Festival.
Blow up an RV each time, put a couple
I'm
listen,
down
here
with
we
that.
go.
Yeah,
Listen,
that would be.
you know what I mean?
Fill it with some
Oh,
tannerite.
Tannerite.
Think about it, dude. Everybody would stick
Yeah.
around just to watch the thing blow up. You know
Oh,
what I
yeah.
mean? You'd get people just to be there, probably just for that, even. You know what I mean? So there's
Just
more
I'd
people
show
there.
up just to see that.
Just the logistics
what I'm
and
saying.
the safety you would have to go
Stand back
through.
there like
No, safety.
safety.
Well,
All right, put
because
Safety
I'm
Dave in the
thinking
back
about-
pocket. There's
because
no
Oh, you're thinking about
safety.
legal ramifications
No,
of
I'm
it.
thinking I'm thinking about filling up the RV.
You gotta sign a waiver.
Filling it with tannerite?
Yeah, and then that's going to be a big boom. So you want to probably think about maybe.
Yeah, you wouldn't
putting
want to
that.
fill it.
I would say 50
That would
pounds of
make it
tannerite will make a big boom.
Oh yeah.
That would wake up the neighbors.
You think?
Or maybe even just a
And
little
that'd probably
bit
be
of
the last
tannerite.
time you have it
We
at
gotta
the
get
Wattsburg
that shit
Fairgrounds.
going.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to help it burn down. That's all. I'm just doing my civic
Fill
duty.
it. It'll be in
Your
the next
civic
county.
Civic
Yeah.
duty.
They
Yeah.
felt it down
Well,
the
I
corn.
mean, I'm good at when I was growing up, I was known as a kid that would light shit on fire anyway.
They were Beavis. Beavis.
Yeah, I lit my parents' bed on fire.
Oh my gosh. Was it a waterbed though?
No,
house.
No. The fire department came. The neighbor put it out before they arrived. I was looking for the dog, so I had the lighter, and it was the old bed that had the fucking, all that fabric. Now I'm a dumbass. Boom. I'm just sitting there going, oh yeah, I'm in trouble, and I didn't say anything.
Nope.
Like I think your cigarette fell, Mom. Your bed smoking.
It wasn't me.
Yeah, and then I caught the refrigerator on fire.
How in the fuck did you manage that? I don't think I've heard this.
No, I let all the paper that was on that my mom kept on the refrigerator.
I don't want to see my art anymore.
I don't know why I did that one. And then me and my neighbor.
This finger painting sucks.
He was really a bad influence, really bad, Robbie. He was really bad. But we made those multi cocktails off it.
Molotov.
Yeah,
cocktail.
And then
not multi.
And I threw it, and
Multi cocktail.
It caught the driveway on fire.
And the ones that
Burn a
light it and
driveway.
throw it. And
Because all the fucking
what you're
gas.
talking
We
about?
put
Yeah,
gas
the towel
and
comes out.
oil
Yeah.
in it, and then I got scared and
So it
threw
burns
it.
the driveway down.
Well, all the fucking
spreads.
liquid
Yeah, once it just spreads.
is on fire.
So we could burn my driveway like that.
We could.
We could burn concrete, huh?
Well, it goes out, but
No. No.
I
yeah,
didn't say we were gonna do it.
yeah, I wasn't.
Shush back there, we're not doing it.
Yeah, I probably wasn't the most.
Picking on
I
Dave.
wasn't the best kid. It's all right though. I turned out all right.
If you say
Somewhat.
so.
Yeah.
I remember one of my old drummer, my old band, he, at Meadville High School, him and another one of my buddies, they used to go where there was a house that was across the street. They were like doing construction work to it. It was literally right across from Meadville High School. They would go there and they would go in that house and they would smoke cigarettes and smoke a bowl before school every morning.
Oh, yeah.
Right? Well, so it was wintertime and it was cold as shit out. So
Yeah.
they started a little fire inside there with some of like the extra scraps and stuff because they were remodeling it, but there was nobody in there. And so they put a little fire there so they could keep warm, so they could smoke and they could, get high. And then they tried to piss it out, and they thought they got it.
South Park.
And they went to school, and here the whole fucking house burnt down. and so one of them, somebody saw them walking across from there. And I remember, it was a big ordeal.
That
man.
sounds
They
like
got some
something I
Steve Schiff
probably-
and Chaz and Jim Stone.
Well, that's the South
Yeah,
Park
they got-
episode right there. It is.
They got.
Yeah,
I
the
remember-
kids had one
we
start a
do that
fire.
on the job site anyway. We used to take our glue and primer. Well, if we have like a half a can, we'll just light like the glue on fire because it'll be like a candle. It won't because having the cans like one of those buffet tables that have like that gel. That's
Yep.
exactly
Yeah.
what it is.
Yeah.
I'll sit there being the crawl space. Just put the lid
I
on.
don't
and
know
do
if
one.
those fumes are good for you.
Oh, no. Dude,
Now you see what she's had to deal with all these years.
Oh, I can't even tell you how many times I've gotten rocked coming out of a crawl space. High as fuck with that shit.
Oh man.
So you don't even have to light it on fire.
Nope.
Yeah. But in wintertime, you gotta keep warm. Or, you gotta work through that shit. We didn't, there was no fucking days off for cold.
Yeah,
We
you're just
worked.
killing two
yeah.
birds with one stone.
Yep.
Well, we get
One stoned.
The construction
Stoned.
trade, I guarantee you, not one fucking house being built today is there's at least one or two people that are fucking high as fuck on that.
I think
job
there's
site.
one.
Only one or two.
I'm
giving some
I'm
credit.
just being conservative about one
There's
or
at least
two.
5 on the roof, probably.
Yeah.
Easily, but yeah, that's how it was. So if anybody wants to get a hold of you, where do they find you guys at? Like, what's your Facebook?
We're-
Facebook, YouTube, and all that good stuff.
Yeah, we've got Facebook, Instagram. Do have a YouTube page. We don't have a TikTok. We didn't go there because I wasn't sure if it was going to get shut down or what the
Yeah.
hell was going to happen. So we never
Yeah.
filled that one out. But yeah, we're Facebook.com/Tear from Grace. So you can find us on there. And then of course, like I said, any place where you have your music, iTunes, whatnot, just look for Tear from Grace, and we have pages there. But we have all the good stuff. Instagram, Facebook, and contact us there. Any questions about merch, which we do have merch, which you
Yes.
find, gentlemen.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for these awesome shirts.
Awesome. Yeah, thank you guys.
Sexy.
Yeah. Yes, the best models that we have had yet. Absolutely. But we have these available. We also have hoodies that have they're awesome. They have like a tiger on it. It's pretty sweet. They say Tear from Grace on the one side.
Nice.
So I have a logo on the back. So we have those. We have trucker hats and koozies and
Nice. And I
stickers.
encourage everybody to go out and support your local bands,
Yes.
man. Buy their
Yes.
fucking merch.
Get out and
Down
check
on
them
the
out.
surf. I mean, because the more you can sell merch, that can cover the cost of like producing more music, buying more equipment.
It's huge. It's how the bands make their money. You don't make money off playing.
No.
Really, it's you make. I mean, you make the money off your merch, and then really the merch is just being put right back into the band for gas and like you said, recording. But I do want to give a big shout out to my merch guy out of Michigan. We're an artist or endorsee of theirs. They're the ones that made the merch for us, and they're great. They support so many bands. I mean, not even
they
just
do
local
Scars stuff too. Scars of Agony.
Yes, yeah. They. I think Ken had asked me about them if the stuff was good, and I was like, dude, there is none better. I mean, local people will obviously make awesome stuff.
Right.
Oh yeah.
They do it to and you'll see when you watch this band, it doesn't fade, it won't crack. I mean, they're
he does good work too.
He does killer work, and he does all different bands, and they run great specials for bands that they can afford. Like last I saw, they had a deal going today where if you had one color, a black tee, $5 a shirt for bands. You know what I mean?
Wow.
And that's the way
That's
that
a
bands
screaming deal.
Yes. You know what I mean? That's the way, and that's from smalls to extra larges now. Obviously, double XLs. And
Fat guy sizes.
But I mean, they're great. So my merch guy is I'm gonna give.
And it's funny too because, like, we went to that concert I was telling you about down at the Trivium and Bull for My Valentine.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm looking at their shirts. We're looking at it. It's like, okay, $40. Yeah, I don't give a shit. I want that one, and I want that shirt. And it turned out to be a hoodie, which is $80. I'm like, I don't give a fuck. I like that.
Yeah.
So I mean, if you're willing to go to a concert and spend $40 to $80 for a hoodie, you can go to a local show.
You can throw $20, $25
for a local shirt and get the same
and you're
quality.
You're gonna find bands too. You're gonna
find hidden gems.
Yes, you're gonna find the hidden gems that are
Definitely.
banging. You know what I mean? And hopefully we can be one of your gems.
Yeah, you guys are. I'm telling you, you
Been
guys
my
give
gem
them a
for the
listen.
day.
Yeah, you guys got a great sound.
Thank you, man.
But yeah, we're gonna be wrapping this up. But yeah, I would appreciate people going to our Facebook, which, by the way, we have over 1,100 followers now on fucking Facebook. Yes, we blew the fuck up. I mean, we were at like,
and it's thanks to all you guys coming out with us.
And just,
it's not just us.
You guys obviously have a cool thing going, and it's different than what any other podcast is doing, especially in the. You know what I mean? And we're gonna share it. So I mean,
appreciate that.
So anybody who watches this, support these guys because they're doing a great thing, especially for the local community and local bands and everything. So
like
honestly,
I said,
thank you guys.
I appreciate that. I mean, we're humble. We're just doing this because this was just
we love the music. We love the scene. We love the people.
We love it. We love every moment of it. If we can give back and get your name out there, and man, I think one of our goals is to see somebody that we had on the podcast signed.
Yeah,
that'd be awesome.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
That would be get it out there, because right now, like I said, I was telling the wives and Chuck, and I think I told you guys, the only state that we don't have anybody who doesn't know is fucking Hawaii.
You know what you need to do now? The next show you guys do, have everybody show up in Hawaiian shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I got a couple.
Everything. Hawaiian shirts.
I got a couple.
Hey, bro, have some Spam, have some eggs. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you. And then what will happen is the algorithm will be like, it'll send it that way, and then they'll look at it. So we just gotta Hawaiian things up a little bit, man.
Okay.
Hashtag Hawaii on it.
It's not just going
Hawaii.
It's not just going hashtag late countries.
Come on now.
Hashtag.
Come on, you wanna hear me?
Yeah. But yeah, you can find us on YouTube. On YouTube is the Metal Family XP.
The metalfamilyxp.com.
But not on
as well.
Yeah, that's our website.
That's the website, yes.
www.themetalfamily.
You really need the www anymore.
I like it.
I mean, come on, man. It's 2025. Yeah, don't forget the HTTPS //
bullshit. You see the bullshit. You see the bullshit I got to put up with because I'm older.
Oh,
hey, I get it. I'm 43, brother.
That's
I feel you.
Yeah,
I'm 44. Got you beat.
But yeah, I appreciate people.
Not just us.
Follow our page.
Check these guys out. Check out the awesome music they put out. It's fantastic. I was jamming it this morning.
Yeah, and I don't know if you want to just put out the promo code, or do you want to wait?
You go ahead if you want, man. That's you.
Oh yeah, because we haven't really been doing anything, but everybody sees
energy
that we
here. Dave got into
energy.
Dubby Energy.
Yeah, Dubby Energy.
It's tasty
is actually sponsoring
and stuff.
The sponsorship of the podcast, one of the new ones. They gave us a promo code, so if you go to dubyenergy.com order something, get to the promo code, put in the Metal Family XP, you'll get 10% off.
Awesome.
The great
we
part
get
of it,
money.
we actually get commission for everything. All that money goes right back into buying more
Yep.
equipment.
More equipment and everything else.
More money we can get, the more we're going to sponsor more shows to help out, because I know that takes money to put it on.
Yeah.
And so if you help us out, like I said, it's the Metal Family XP is a promo code. You'll get 10% off.
10%.
Awesome.
And then we get a portion of that, and that goes right back into the podcast. So, I mean, 10%. I appreciate DB Energy. We've actually, this has been a couple of 2 or 3 weeks ago, so I've been trying it out. Because I don't want to do anything unless I've actually had it, and it's actually pretty fucking
So
good.
it is Doobie or is it Dubby?
I don't know.
It's I pronounce it Doobie, and everybody
I
else
think Dubby.
But
I don't
the history with them is that they're
Doobie.
from Texas, but they're big on gamers and on
right
Twitch, and they want to branch off to like the podcast area too.
Okay.
Right on.
Yeah.
So they have,
Shameless
yeah. So they've been
check it out.
quite helpful. But other than that,
Yep.
man, I appreciate you guys coming
Appreciate
on.
you guys
I
coming
appreciate
on.
you guys,
Definitely.
man.
I mean, it's been a blast. I mean,
Always.
Absolutely.
I'm looking at
Always.
it. We're at an hour and a half, and
Yep.
it always goes.
Can't
by
wait
so-
to check
always
out the
goes by so
Hootenanny,
fucking
see you
quick.
on stage there.
Yeah, so I remember two things too, because I want to shout out June 7th at the barracks is Tom from Storms
Tom
Within's
Wars Benefit.
Yeah.
Doors open at 3. Band start at 7. They got a pretty good lineup.
They got a really
Then
good
you guys
lineup
are
there.
playing on the Hootenanny Festival, which is what, June 27th and
27th,
28th.
And then we have.
What else you got coming up?
We're playing at Voodoo in Erie.
Okay.
That's July.
Patio series.
Then we have Metal Massacre we're doing, and then we're doing a show with Storms Within in
Akron.
Akron. Yeah,
Oh,
we're gonna,
nice.
I have to figure out at the top of my
Nice.
head. I'm trying to remember what the name of the place is, but I know
I'd
it's,
love it.
it's called an Ohio
I'd love it.
Takeover. It's there's some
Local
Erie
bands going out of state.
that are going there. Yeah, so
Nice.
it's us and them, and then
That's awesome.
Yeah, we have Metal Massacre, which I do believe that's the 1st of August, and then I think it's 13th. I think is when we're playing. We're playing at Voodoo in Erie here in July, so we'll post it. Go to our Facebook page and whatnot, and then we'll
Keep
put it on there. But
updated.
come, please like us, follow us, check us out,
Yes.
follow them.
And hopefully we'll have some
Yes.
news on the Metal Massacre. Hopefully
We'll see.
that we'll be able
We
to
will
announce.
see.
We don't know yet, but
We don't know
something's
yet.
brewing. Something good.
We will see.
Other than that, guys,
Thank you guys.
thanks
Thank
everybody.
you.
Thanks for showing. Peace
Thanks
out.
for watching.
Thanks guys. Thank you.